Hello everyone and happy new year. Welcome to 2026. So we are going to have a swell time. We're gonna learn, we're gonna reflect, and we're gonna laugh. Maybe a little. So 1st of January 2026, the Nigerian new tax law is now in place. It's already working. So if you earn above 800,000 in a year, the Nigerian government is bound to tax you 20% of that. But that's not the reason for this video, because you guys must have seen a lot of videos explaining the tax law and how it works. But I'm just here to tell you that the Nigerian government has no right whatsoever to tax its citizens this much. The Nigerian government has failed over time and time again for them to impose this level of tax to the Nigerian citizen. For a government that does nothing for its citizens, like literally nothing. You have to provide your power, you have to provide your security, your electricity, it's on you, your whatever you provide to the barest minimum is always on you. That government has no right whatsoever to demand tax from you. And if someone comes and tell me other Western countries, they usually pay their tax and they are very religious at it while paying it, I will ask you, the Nigerian government removed subsidy over almost 3 years now. What have they done with the money? Nothing. They keep borrowing. So you've removed subsidy, and what you said you're going to use it to make the economy better, but you've not done anything. Like, you've done literally nothing. Everything is collapsing. Nothing has changed since you entered into power. So literally you have done nothing. And those that will bring out the UK, US, and Canada tax law, please don't even go there, because these persons, the government, they are being paid. Some countries pay their citizens. Some have a subsidized housing scheme. There is free basic primary education in some countries, and other benefits these persons enjoy as citizens of a country. And they don't bother about basic things like electricity. No, they don't. They don't bother about something as security, because they are well secured. They don't bother about health care. Like, if I get sick, where will I go to? Even your politicians, they run to the West for proper medical attention or proper medical care. But you, as a Nigerian who's always used to mediocrity, who's used to having the barest minimum, you will always look for a way to excuse this clueless bunch. You will never hold them accountable for the way they run this country. Because you are a political jabber who's always looking for their next meal, you will always look for a way to excuse their irresponsibility and their cluelessness. A country who does nothing for you has no right to tax you this much. There is no power. Like, it's so embarrassing that in this big 2026, we don't have power. And we keep calling ourselves the giants of Africa. Let me not hear that from anybody's mouth, because we are not even close to being the giants of Africa. Africa has actually left us behind. Yes. So if you think them coming to tax you is going to make things better, you are on your own. You are dreaming. Because someone who's not faithful in little can never be faithful in much. They can never be faithful in much. So what they are going to do, they will still steal it. They will still use it to go on vacation, buy exotic cars, and their children and their extended family are the only ones benefiting. I mean, how irresponsible can you be? The US are actually trying to curb terrorism in your country, and you are jetting off to Dubai for holidays. That is some level of irresponsibility. And there are some persons who will excuse this behavior. Because I don't know if you're looking for a federal appointment or whatsoever. The government has no right to tax us this much when they can't do the barest minimum. I say it, and I say it with all impunity. The Nigerian government has no right to tax us when they can't do the barest minimum. You're not faithful in little, you can't be faithful in much. You are clueless, you don't even know what you're doing because you keep borrowing. Okay, they claim subsidy is going to make things better. You've removed subsidy for more than 3 years and you've not done shit. So why then did you take it off? Look at the Antonia Joseph situation. There was no ambulance in sight. That's how crippled our healthcare system is. Is it our response to emergency? It's non-existent. Look at what's happening in Lagos State. A building has been on fire for over 7 days. And the Lagos State government is just, they act as if nothing is happening. Like they are also unbothered. More than 6 days. And some persons, they called a private individual to help them bring out some persons that were trapped. And some of them, in fact, all the persons they brought out, they are dead already. The Nigerian government are so clueless. They are a clueless bunch and they have no right to tax the people. If you can't provide the barest minimum, you have no right to tax them. But then we are Nigerians, we are so used to being mistreated. We think it's the norms. And I saw a lot of persons' comment was like, what do they need an ambulance for? The patrol car came and they carried him. Are you daft? This is a car that killed 2 persons. Because I don't know what's wrong with some Nigerians. I don't know if it's ignorance, if it's just being blind to the fact that these things are not working. Or a bill in Abuja where they are taxing those that own a generator. They are taxing them for the noise. This is crazy. You can't provide electricity. Private individuals take it upon themselves and they look for means to provide electricity for themselves. Now you, an irresponsible bunch, clueless piece of crap that is in power, you want to tax them for the noise of the generator. Please make it make sense. And those of you that will collect money to defend this level of craziness, God will punish you. Let me just tell you to your face. Any political jabber that is looking for a federal appointment or whatsoever, and you excuse this level of stupidity, God will punish you. And if you're a private individual, you're not benefiting from all this nonsense that is going on. But somewhere in you, because it's your tribal man, and you think you owe them some sort of allegiance that you can't call this craziness out, you are stupid as they come. So please, the Nigerian government whatsoever has no reason to tax anybody since they can't do the barest minimum. Them demanding more, the only thing they will use this money for is to get luxury cars. Go on vacation. Buy expensive stuffs. See, what caused the protests in Nepal? What's happening in Nigeria is not up to half of what happened in Nepal before that protest broke out. But Nigerians, we are so relaxed. We are actually looking for ways to cope. In fact, we have already cobbled out ways we can cope and try to do this tax aviation thing. Because we are so good at not calling people accountable. Our cowardice is just on the next level. But it's the Nigerian system. Thank you very much. But I tell you, once again, the Nigerian government has no right whatsoever to tax its citizens this much. Thank you very much.